Hello, chemistry students. Today we will be performing our oil of cloves experiment. In this experiment, we will isolate the main component, eugenol, derived from cloves by steam distillation. Steam distillation is used to isolate natural products such as essential oils without decomposing them thermally. Let's get started. To begin, we will weigh out approximately 1 gram of ground cloves and transfer to a 25 milliliter round bottom flask. The mass of ground cloves that we will be using is 1.0056 grams. I've added our ground cloves to the 25 milliliter round bottom flask. We will next add a small stir bar and 15 milliliters of deionized water to the cloves in the flask. We will then stir the clove and water mixture gently without heating for 15 minutes to allow the cloves to thoroughly soak in the deionized water. After allowing the ground cloves to soak in the water, I've now gone ahead and assembled our steam distillation apparatus. I've wrapped our 25 milliliter round bottom flask in aluminum foil to maintain constant heat and attached it to a Hickman head still and a water-cooled condenser. We need to heat to maintain a steady rate of distillate, but be careful to avoid excessive heat as that could lead to frothing or bump over. We're going to collect our distillate from the side port of the Hickman head and transfer to a 15 milliliter centrifuge tube. We will continue distilling until we have collected 5 to 8 milliliters of distillate. At some point, you may need to add more water to your 25 milliliter round bottom flask. If this is the case, you will need to remove the water-cooled condenser and use a Pasteur pipette to insert the water into the 25 milliliter round bottom flask through the center of the Hickman head. We will next extract the clove oil distillate using 1 2 milliliter portion of methylene chloride and 2 1 milliliter portions of methylene chloride. After each addition of methylene chloride, we will cap the tube and shake with venting. We will then transfer the lower methylene chloride layer to a clean, dry 5 milliliter conical vial. We will then dry the combined methylene chloride extracts over anhydrous sodium sulfate. While the methylene chloride extracts continue to dry over anhydrous sodium sulfate, we need to pre-weigh a new 5 milliliter conical vial. The mass of our pre-weighed 5 milliliter conical vial is 28.6660 grams. We will next transfer the dried methylene chloride extracts to the pre-weighed 5 milliliter conical vial using a filter tip pipette. We next need to evaporate off the methylene chloride from the clove oil by placing the conical vial in a warm water bath and using a stream of air to aid evaporation. After evaporating off the methylene chloride, the mass of our pre-weighed 5 milliliter conical vial and the clove oil is 28.7929 grams. Okay, students, you can now determine the percent recovery and analyze the IR spectrum of our clove oil. This concludes the clove oil experiment. Thank you for joining me for this laboratory.